Pittsburgh swept Baltimore on their way to the AFC North title. Today's their first matchup of the year, and it's coming up next.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. Welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his fourth season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Fields throw there, taken in by Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields to Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of it anymore, plays like that, and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable and nails out of bounds. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be set. That first series, everybody goes out of their emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game play.
You almost get a win on that first drive.
Shot opportunity. Big happen. But then again, see them. Off you go. Not only did he have a in the field there, it felt nice. The was that good. Unfortunately for him, the cut equal.
The little room there as he's up to about the 37. Good leg. It's up 45 being tackled. Yes, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. They call his on plays out, and here it's it for good.
For times when you see a whole different ball game and all that preparation, the window.
First is going to get it down the line. Officially, it's bring up.
Wonder match it from all angles. John.
So after the loss of a yard to push forward, 7-11. Handoff. This is Gordon. And brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely but pretty.
Bring play action. Now it's Allen. He'll just toss it away. He throws it away, and that brings down. Brett Kern now. Booted away 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So they play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game or deep fourth like that. Isn't it?
Set to take here can possess the game. Maybe losing just a little bit of back-to-back punts.
Big play. Want to see some off. They want to see somebody break, whether it's air on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where it is on both sides. Each head coach hang in there and not try to think they can put your team in jeopardy.
He caught it, but out according to the headline. Incomplete, so the ball a little late. It's third down. From the football near his own goal line. Defense. The question was, who were 6? Defense able to pass on.
And Braining didn't really get it. Once it comes loose, make sure that you recover or at the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense.
Well, the extra point. And he'll put it, make it. Good score. And here's the kick. Couple yards deep. Zone 19 for the touchback. Next drive, and they'll be looking to go. They were backed up the foot.
Put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they hear the football, sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's what you do.
Fields in by and they're beyond the 40 before Fields at quarterback gets the completion. Whipping the
pressure. Rookie quarterbacks of the pressure of the NFL. Hit us, scare you a little bit. He can go a long way. And to be eyes to go downfield, so bring those extra gaps. He can handle it.
40 on zone. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. During December, 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meeting?
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the gun, here's Fields. His throw incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Looking and finding Allen Hurns.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side. And the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Fields now to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And it's caught. Give him 9. Down completion.
That's it, ready? We're going to work. At the 2-yard line.
Second and 1 from the 2. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he found here for time.
And definitely blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line. In zone.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On second down, Gordon once more. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers on third down. Last just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Barkley broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. And Graham's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. One play action. Fields. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tyson Alualu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Allen to throw once more. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Allen. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 65 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Allen will try to throw for it. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Fields. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works past the 50. On first down, Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Finding room inside the 40. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees it a field goal going forward.
That's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Fields on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. He's back to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they didn't change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Allen. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.